Welcome. Well, they're celebrating in North Korea today. After 4 failed attempts, a long-range rocket has been launched. A historic triumph for new leader Kim Jong-un, but there has been international condemnation. Even the North's staunchest ally, China, has expressed its regret. The worry is that Pyongyang is developing nuclear weapons, and while they're small and rather crude, today's launch is being seen as a clear statement of intent. Kleine-Ahlbrandt is from the conflict prevention NGO International Crisis Group, where she focuses on Northeast Asia, and she joins me now from Beijing. Thanks for being with us, Stephanie. How serious do you think this move was today from North Korea?
Well, it's actually being taken very, very seriously indeed internationally, but I think that the motives were actually mostly domestic, to shore up Kim Jong-un's position, rule and authority, make him look like a powerful military leader. And we've seen that with the scenes in Pyongyang of jubilation and the fact that he didn't announce it to his people until it was a successful launch.
What about the role of China now? They said today that they expressed regret, but are they likely to go further than that?
It's true. China's reaction was actually quite stern compared to what we've come to expect from China. But at the end of the day, China's only going to go so far because it prioritizes stability over denuclearization on the peninsula and fears that if you push North Korea too hard on denuclearization, it might be at the cost of stability. So China really remains North Korea's primary economic benefactor. And it really does expose the weaknesses in the international community's approach to North Korea, to see that after all of these resolutions, that North Korea continues to remain defiant of the United Nations Security Council.
And also the fact that sanctions just don't work. And what other tools do they have?
That's absolutely the case. Maybe this launch will help to prioritize North Korea a bit more on the agenda of the Obama administration. Maybe we'll see China trying to use some of its influence on North Korea. But the relationship between China and North Korea right now is not that great, and China really does fear a third nuclear test, which has been a pattern we've seen in the past, to have a rocket launch and then a test. And in many cases, China is afraid of doing too strong condemnation or moves in the Security Council because it's afraid that then North Korea would follow it up with a nuclear test.
Stephanie, can we just talk a bit more about Kim Jong-un and how this will play out for him inside North Korea? Do we know so far how he's being seen by the people, whether or not he has been a success?
Well, you know, despite reports when Kim Jong-il died that we were going to see imminent collapse in North Korea, he's actually managed to decrease the economic crisis, maintain stability. Of course, he's purged quite a few people in the party, in the military, and the administrative system, but he's managed to withhold his grip on power. It's always hard to know what's going on in North Korea. There have been reports of some type of unrest. But at the end of the day, that's precisely the type of thing that this launch is expected to do, is to try to shore him up, to look as if he has military prowess and defends his country in the face of what is seen as a hostile international community.
Stephanie Kleine-Ahlbrandt, thank you very much for joining us from Beijing.